Tapping in this morning. Y'all living, man. I was just having a cool conversation with the Queen and had a hell of a conversation with my homie. So before I begin this old live, y'all get on up in here, man. The front liners, y'all tap on in here, man. It's 25 seconds on that. And ain't nobody in yet. Check this out. Before I start this live, as I always commence it like this. Shouts out to Kill Mac and the Mac Heads and the Maniacs. The Hood Postman and Mailroom Goons. Fire Trey Avalon. OG Gangster. Man, I just got through chopping it up with my homie for almost 2 hours on the phone. Man, I love this brother Melly Mill, man. That's boy. Got the utmost love for that brother and the ultimate respect. You understand what I'm saying? Check this out, y'all. Somebody just commented in my thing. I check comments. Brother named Joe Black or Joe something. Yeah, Joe Black. Right? What's up, Travis Phillip? How you living? Right? And the man did this. He say that Too Pretty Kenny supposed to confess on one of these interviews or something that he told on somebody on a murder or whatever. Miss Townsend, Travis Phillips, and all that. What's up with everybody in here this morning? Roll C. You feel me? How everybody living? Number one, let's listen to him. He was saying Too Pretty Kenny posted a toll on somebody and got somebody caught up on a murder. You missed the video last night? I missed the dead homie's video. I don't know where that's coming from. I missed the dead homie video. Man, I can't do that. Well, watch this. I haven't seen that video, Joe Black. So if you send that video through, I want to check that out for myself. I don't endorse people that's rats, right? Now, some people do, some people don't. I'm one of the people that don't. I haven't seen that interview. So I'm asking you, Joe Black, tell me where that video you talking about with Too Pretty Kenny at, tell me where it said if I can see it. Matter of fact, I'm going to get at Kill Mac and ask him about that, right? Because it was like you trying to say I'm contradicting myself, and I'm not a walking contradiction. You understand what I'm saying? I don't endorse nor subscribe to any form of ratism, snitchism, whatever you want to call it, PC yardism. Brandon, what's up with you? You feel me? Foster, what's up? I don't subscribe or endorse cowardice, man, in no form, shape, or fashion. However, I do subscribe and endorse positivity, the change of one's life into a positive way, from negative to positive. Not positive to negative, just from negative to positive. I'm here to tell you that you get controversies and topics, sayings, what's up, that OG Bam ain't gonna feed into. I'm no longer finna feed into a whole lot of negative shit that people is trying to bait me into having a long drawn conversation out of. Salute the chat. That's right. But listen to me, man. I haven't seen that video, Joe Black. But if you tell me where I can go see this, said what you said about Too Pretty Kenny, I might have a comment on that, right? But I haven't seen that video. So please, brother, tell me where it's at, right? But today, man, we got 6 days for Christmas. We got 6 days for Christmas. Life is good. God has blessed me with another one. God has blessed. God has blessed me with another day. And watch this, man. Come in and hit them likes. Tell them, please tell them. God has blessed me with another day. And as always, two choices. You can either take a chance or you can take a choice. I no longer take chances, man. I try to make the right choices in my life. And the choices I make today in my life is this: to wake up to an email saying you ain't got to come to work till the 27th. It's awesome. See, the building I'm a custodian at, let me see something. Hold up. How you doing, Big Bam? I was going to ask you if you knew a brother who didn't know Omar from Pomona. Who didn't know Omar from Pomona? Third tier E-Wing, 1983. I'm going to give you an incident about me and Omar. Watch this, man. We just got paid for a week. You understand what I'm saying? Without having to come to work, because ain't nobody showing up at the building. These people, in the Paramount spot, ain't working. And if God ain't good, man, I don't know what is. Free Lil Doc, that's right. Happy holidays to all who are here and the past ones. That's right, Brandon. Now watch this. Hey, Mr. White. Hey, I remember in Tracy, Juan is a jammer. I'm a Crip dude. Juan low-key didn't like me. He respected me, but he didn't like me. We had a dude in the cell named Tweety Mac. Tweety Mac was a pimp dude up out of LA. But he had dude up in there, low-key, the protection thing. I roll up in there one day. Lucky you've been on vacation for the past week. Go back today. Hey, we gonna tap in. We got to go in today at 7. We tapping in. They gonna have us work 4 hours. But watch this, man. The dude, I roll up in the wing, coming off that morning yard. I roll in the wing with like 3 soldiers, man. They stay on the first tier. I roll up to the 3rd tier. Big Juan was a porter, so he had his cell open. Tweety Mac up, and I'm like, man, let me holler at you. I go right up and I say, man, where you get your fittest hat from? South Bay Galleria, baby, right? At the fit shop. So anyway, I roll up there. Tweety, I said, man, what's one of them your TVs? I said, man, what's up, man? He showed me his color TV. I unplugged the TV, bring it out the cell and throw it over the 3rd tier. I said, man, it's $100 a month, half ounce of weed a month from here on out. I walk right back down the 3rd tier, right? About 2 weeks later, Traduce Marcelli from Dago. They searching our cell and they found a knife in my cell. Went in my typewriter, found the knife, right? They lock us up. There wasn't no room in the hole. They put you on C2Q in your cell, put a boot on your deal. Well, can't nobody open it. When the door's open, you can't open it. Tweety Mac run to my cell like 2 days later with about $100 worth of canteen. He said, man, your goons on me. Your goons on me, man. Get at your homie JoJo. JoJo, my little homie. My homie Kirk, little brother. JoJo on Swole. He said, man, get at him, man. I said, man, it's gonna be all good. Don't trip. But you know what's up. Tweety Mac, man, beat a broad with a pool stick and killed her. Right? One of his prostitutes, right? But listen to me, man. That's how I met Omar. Omar was a dude out of Pomona. He was Jama, but he didn't have a lot of love and respect for Crips. He liked the Damus. He catered to Damus instead of catering to Crips. 13 months later, they put me in K-Wing instead of transferring me. I ended up doing my shoe in K-Wing in the hole. I come back to the line. Omar pulled me. At this time, Big Juan and Catfish is calling shots for the Jammers. They sent a torpedo crew at Big Juan. He gave Big Juan what his hand called for, because he was a hater of Cripism. And Crips, we had got real thick in Tracy. Melly Mel, you feel me? Oh, this ain't Melly Mel. He said, I blocked him last time. Listen to it, man. I blocked you. Say, I blocked you. Hey, Bam, you blocked me last time because I had the same name as your homeboy. I'm from Oakland. It's not impossible to have the same name, my brother. All right. Watch this. Hey, Melly Mel, I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you that because watch this. I just got through talking to Melly Mel. So I was wondering what was up. Sometimes we can get misconfused on that. I'm a 56-year-old, not a young buck, my brother. All right, young brother. You're younger than me, though. You younger than me though. You younger than me. It's all right though, Melly, man. I ain't trying to have no problems this day, man. I'm happy. Life is good. But listen to me, Big Juan got hit like 3 times in the dining hall, right? His own people hit him because he was doing some gang goofy ass shit, right? And at this time, wasn't no Damus on the line no more in Tracy. Wasn't nothing Crips, and we was thick. And we became a major threat in Tracy. We had got so thick up there. We was like 400 strong. You know, we got real thick, man. And me, Tim from Harlem, a few other, you know, Big Rainbow, Wrestling in Peace, Broadway, Reese Cup. We had rank up there. And any straggling down move that was hit the yard, we wasn't allowing down moves on the line. So we was immediately handling our business. You know what I mean? I remember one time we was on the yard, the motherfucker said, man, this down move boy that snuck on the yard. A lot of Dago cats, Dago down moves were sneaking on the yard and saying they didn't bang. It was a dude named D-Row. Snuck in and Tracy. We in the dining hall eating breakfast for him. I never forget, man. Penitentiary used to give you these big ass fat cinnamon rolls, man. And everybody used to look forward to that for a breakfast. I'm in there with mine. Got 2 of them, matter of fact. They hot. Drinking my milk. Me and Big Chuck Banks from 76 East Coast, we sitting at the table. Chuck got like 18-inch arm. At this time, I got like a 16. Right? I was buffing iron at the time. I had just got my rank, man. Just became a sergeant in the Crip Corps. Right? CCO. Check it out, man. This dude come to the line, and the dude stepped to the table. Man, the dude, Dago Damu, man. I'm strapped. And this time, the penitentiary let you used to have metal silverware, spoons and forks. I go, as soon as he got his tray, police hand him his tray. As soon as he go to where he pick up his utensils at, spoon and fork to eat, I bust a hole in him. Bam! Hit him in his neck. He lay down. I go right back to my table and finish eating. Then me and Big Chuck get up out that motherfucker and go to our wing. We had just moved to C Wing, and at this time it was a police named D-Dot, whatever his name was. C-Max 555th Street, new subscriber, OG Bam. I don't know if this C-Mac, y'all, that might be a troll, right? But he say he a new subscriber. Check that one out. But anyway, we get back to the wing. We do our thing. At this time, man, I went out to court or something, and Donovan was a reception center. 1 yard was a reception center. I don't know why. When the pianists coming back to get me, they going somewhere to get somebody from Dago. I end up doing a layover in Donovan at the reception center. My homie Gangster is on the main line. D-Row seen me on, he was working on the reception center yard in the laundry. They running child. Dude see me, right? Right then, I knew it was a problem, but I'm gonna stay ready. I got a comrade there, resting in peace, named Yogi from Harlem. Right? Me and him walking down the hall together. Anyway, we rolling. D-Row see me. I speak to him like, what's up, bruh? Can't tuck my tail. You understand what I'm saying? Because every pen I go to, I always prepare myself. I want to know who the thinkers are. And I prepare myself for the ultimate surprise. For the element of surprise, I mean. You feel what I'm saying? So I had already made a key suit. So I see him. And D-Row act like it ain't nothing popping. But it was a dude from Inglewood family. Me and him had got kind of cool playing chess and shit. And he pulled me. He tell me. He say, man, that dude D-Row trying to get to his homies go at you, man. You bust on him and Trace. I'm like, yeah. No, ain't no problem. Who he sent it? He says he pointed out 2 dudes in the day room. Dude named Spud. Spud caught A's in the pen fucking punks. And some of the dark-skinned dude. So I go at it a diplomatical way. I go step to Spud. I'm Lincoln Park Skyline, one of them. I'm like, man, what's up with you? You supposed to be trying to get at me or something? No, man, who told you that? I said, man, we ain't gonna raise our voice at each other. We ain't gonna get irate. We ain't gonna get belligerent towards one another. None of that. tell your homeboy to come handle his own biz, man. If you step to me, you don't know what you're doing. I hope your mother them got some insurance on you because it ain't gonna be all. The outcome gonna be fucked up. King Mike, what's up? I seen Spud 10 years later in New Folsom, y'all, in the hole. He came to the yard. We out there. I was exercising. He hit the yard. I immediately stopped exercising, not to trip on him, to see if he really recognized me. And right after the machine was over, he said, "Bam, let me holler at you, man." We shook hands and we got to chopping it up. He said, "Yeah, man, I'm glad didn't let transpire between me and you, man." I'm like, "Shit, man, you know, if you allowed your heart to tell you to go down the wrong alley, you was gonna stay in that alley." And we just got to chopping it up. I said, "Whatever happened to D-Ro?" Now watch this, y'all. D-Ro was one of the first dudes I ever stabbed in prison I ran across in the streets. I ran across a dude at Venice Beach Boardwalk. Me and my girl going someplace. D-Ro with this woman, he seen me. And this how you know people grow and change. We talked about every incident that I knew he had his partners. He wanted his partners to come at me. They ain't had a heart really. Because motherfucker, if Sumar Ant or Scurry, Tim, they would told me to go at a motherfucker because they got at them, he couldn't approach me talking. I'm gonna handle him. As soon as I seen him approaching me, I'd have been handling my business. But at the end of the conversation, my girl was like, "What you mean it ain't personal, baby? It was just business. It ain't personal. That was just prison politics." And it is what it is. He understood that he shouldn't have came to the main line, but he had the heart enough to try to come to the main line. He knew we was gonna get at him. I just was the one that did it. And the cold part, he said, "Man, you did that shit. As soon as I got my tray, OG Bam." He said, "OG Bam." He said, "Bam." I said, "Yeah, man. You know, I was laced by the best, man, in all factions of this crip walking, right? From Raymond to Mac to Salty, Big Ant, Marcellus, Big Havron, a whole lot of dudes. Laced me, man. Big Hurst from Godfather Harlem. Them dudes laced me when it came to this crip shit, man, from the very first time I come off the porch, man. First time I hit Juvenile Hall, I was 12 years old, and I was a little dude. I got 36 people in here and 21 likes. Y'all get these likes up, man. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. Anyway, man, from age of 12, hitting Los Virginia Juvenile Hall, East Lake Juvenile Hall, which is central. I went in, conducted my business and representing Crip to the fullest, man. I gave it 131%. I couldn't give it no more. I couldn't give it no less. The pimping equipment was Raymond. So I wanted to follow suit into what Raymond created. I made some mistakes on the way. I pressed on people I shouldn't have pressed. And pressing on the motherfuckers being a bully. You trying to intimidate somebody. And I did those things, man. You understand what I'm saying? And it wasn't cool. Game Bangers Life Coach. What's up, brother? And it wasn't cool. But I'm here to tell you this, though. For each mistake I made in my journey in cricket, I rectified it. I redeemed myself. And I had an immaculate record when it came to crippling in prison. I ain't have to go to no PC yards. I sent motherfuckers to the PC yard. I ain't have to walk around with books wrapped around my waist out of fear that somebody might stab me. Because it was never personal. It was just business. And people understood that. Real soldiers in the pen understood that. Now you get these myths and these other dudes give you myths about what prison was. You get these dudes that lie to you, trying to put 100 on the 10, trying to be more than what they was in prison. I'm telling you the truth about my existence in the penitentiary and what it was in the penitentiary. Everybody couldn't walk a level 4 yard. OG, have a blessed Christmas and New Year's. You too, John Bradford. Listen to me. Everybody couldn't walk a level 4 yard. Shit, everybody couldn't walk a level 3 yard. You had some people couldn't walk a level 1 or a level 2 yard. Because this violence, no matter what level the yard is, violence is on every yard. Every yard get a chance to go up, man. Every yard, it just so happens. When did you decide that you got to change your life before destruction? Always said, man, the only thing that ever make me step away from gang activity if I was to lose my baby brother. Because my baby brother was a beast and I played a role. Hey, let him come. Let him come. What is it to expose? But anyway, let me share this with you. Once I lost my little brother, man, it wasn't that I changed. I changed my life. Saying I no longer want to be in prison, that my mother and them need me on the streets and I need to be on the streets. I got a lot of nieces and nephews that the only reason they was knowing me was coming to see me with their granny or their pawpaw. My mother and father bringing them to see me, or my sister and brother them sending me pictures of their kids. I wanted to get to the streets. I was meeting some of my homies. I was meeting some of my homies, uh, kids in the pen, and that ain't a good feeling. Me meeting dudes I grew up with, right? Tracy, where you been? Meeting some of my homies, uh, uh, kids in the pen when I should have been on the streets to meet these kids from the very first day they came out the womb. And I used to stress out a lot going through it with my girl, because when you're in prison and you're trying to have a relationship, it's dysfunctional. And I had a queen in my life by the name of Poo Poo, man, the cover girl, man. She represented me, man. She gave it her all. I mean, that girl gave me 19 years and 8 months with no hesitation. I never missed canteen. My pack juice was on deck. I had a weed sack, all that. She stayed down. Even when the relationship was discontinued, she still stayed down. Today, she's my best friend. You understand what I'm saying? Excuse me. Well, what I'm saying is, I decided one day, I got out the shoe I was in the shoe about 3 years, man. Got all my property. And Little Teaspoon was upstairs above me from the six. He sent his clippers down because I ain't have my property. I wanted to cut my hair and shave and shit. He said, "Big homie, you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, cuz I want to go home. It's time to go home, man. I'm getting old in this motherfucker." Teaspoon gave me a can of bugler and 2 tumblers of wine. He said, "Man, I'm finna go to New York. If you ain't getting your property, I'm finna tell Whiskey them you out." And he come up in there with a gang of bags and shit. Whiskey come up in there to see me. Turtle little brother, rest in peace. I told Whiskey I should come off orientation called company. Because now, Whiskey got the keys, but me and him both got the keys. We equal in rank. So I come out and I told my homies, I said, "Man, I'm still with the business. I'm finna do a lot of kicking back, man. Finna give me a job on this motherfucker, man. I want to go home." And I just start looking in the mirror every day and start liking what I seen, me. That once I took a lot of burdens off my shoulders, that I was more happier. I stopped allowing other dudes' problems to be my burden. You understand what I'm saying? I just turned my life around, man. I got out of prison. Listen to me, man. I got out of prison. I was so in a hurry to get some motherfucking money instead of going to find a motherfucking job. I got out of prison. Stayed out 45 days, got busted with a half gallon of water. PCP. Mad the motherfucker. It was like, man, they just let me out to kiss my mom and have sex with my woman, let me come back home, come back to prison. I went right back to prison. So it was like I never got out, right? And that last stretch I did was enough to say, hey, man, prison ain't where I want to be at. You understand what I'm saying? I no longer want to be confined to a cell, listen to another dude's problems when I don't have the answer to my own, the solution towards my own motherfucking problem. Why you want to tell me his problem? I just said I had to turn myself around. What did you see in that mirror? What we see in that mirror is powerful. Listen to me, man. I seen a person that had the potentials of being whatever the fuck he wanted to be, to love himself and create a change, not in just his life, but in somebody else's life. Did your own homie start politicking on you when you decide to change and get a job? No, man. I don't see that. The plug, that's another myth. I was still with the business. I I became a dude that used diplomatical concepts at solving our problems. I was a shot caller. I had a whole lot of rank. So when problems arising, I'm the one, 9 out of 10, I'm the one did the politicking. I changed my way of politicking, motherfucker. Everybody didn't deserve to get stabbed. Everybody didn't deserve to remove off the yard. Hey, Bam, the boogeyman is going to expose you. You're begging. Ways of YouTube, man. That man is crazy. Hey, y'all, you see how they coming? And I was just talking about that with Melly Mill, right? That I'm not running from no trolls. The trolls is the ones running from me. They hide behind things, but I'm not going to get caught up in that, man. I'm going to have a good week because it's Christmas. But listen to me. What I found out was, man, everybody don't deserve to get stabbed in prison. Everybody don't deserve to move off the yard. A lot of times we move dudes for personal reasons, and we don't admit to the personal reasons that we having something did to them. Now, I never had nothing did to nobody for no personal reasons. Ain't nobody ever did nothing to me. It was always business. It was never personal with me, right? But it was a lot of dudes that hit the yard because they had problems with people that I knew. They thought I might be tripping on. Let me give y'all the incident. I'm in Tehachapi, right? And this dude was a celly with it. With a dude used to be CCO like I was CCO. And he beat this dude real bad in the cell with some locks in the sock, man. Caught dude in his bed sleep and beat him up real bad. And this dude came to my yard. Don't you know this dude immediately brought me his 115. I'm like, hey, bro, it's your business. That ain't my business. But let me assure you of one thing. Compton Crips ain't gonna do nothing to you on this yard. Dude wasn't from Compton and ain't no more CCO. I'm no longer CCO. So you don't have nothing to worry about. OG Bam, snitching is a removable offense. Without a doubt. And you know that. Why would you say that? Ask me that. Watch this, man. As long as I had the keys on the yard and a rat hit the yard and it was validated that he was snitching, we had the concrete evidence to prove that he was a rat, he was getting removed off that yard. By any means necessary, he was going to get moved off that yard. You understand what I'm saying? 9 out of 10, he was going to get a hole busted in him, real deep. A big ass hole was going to get busted in him. He was going to leave that yard. You understand what I'm saying? Well, watch this, man. I'm not one just to go at people in prison because I had some form of power in prison. That power can backfire on me and I can be the next victim. I was never a victim in prison, right? Oh, I didn't get caught up in racial scrimmages where I didn't got scratched. The Blue Notes came at me when CCOs and Blue Notes was beefing, but I never had to go to the hospital. I never got stitches, none of that. You understand what I'm saying? Because I stayed down for my crown, man. I got an immaculate record. I'm not with the bullshit. Watch this. I'm not one to assassinate people's characters because that's what other people do. I'm going to call a ball, strike a strike. You understand what I'm saying? If a motherfucker was faking, I'm going to tell you he was faking if you ask me. You understand what I'm saying? Like what the dude came at me about the A-Yard thing. Hey, man, everybody that been the folks know A-Yard was the PC yard. So why do this brother want to create a battle with, raise a battle with me on YouTube about he was being on the PC yard and I wasn't on the PC yard. Then so I had knives in the penitentiary for motherfuckers like you. You couldn't have had a knife for a motherfucker like me because you was on the PC yard and I was on the main line. And then I'm satisfied with curiosity, man. For the people that go by myths and go by bullshit that people say. They say the Crips and Bloods was allowing the Mexicans to just tear our ass up in there. Don't you know it's more Hispanic trolls on these in our podcasts than anything? Like I got this one there talking about what he gonna expose me. What you gonna expose me of? Of being too real? Being too raw? Too real for TV? That's what you exposing me for? Watch this, man. Them dudes don't do nothing but smash each other. Yeah, we had them racial scrimmages up in there. Yeah, Crips got hit. Yeah, Bloods got hit. Cooney got hit. BJs got hit. They got hit too. We bust holes in them too. We got on them good too. Hey, check this out, man. They might win the war tomorrow, and we might win the war the next day. The battle kept going. So finally, it simmered down. The war died out because people had enough sense to have dialogue to say, man, let's give us a break. Every 10 years or so in prison, it'll rile back up. Bam, have you heard anything about them closing DBI or any other original, other original pens? They supposed to close Tracy. I hear they talking about closing Chuckawalla. Man, all the motherfuckers need to be closed. They need to let a whole lot on these streets. Because they closing prisons down don't mean they want to let an inmate out though, man. So while I'm saying that, brothers like football, my little homie, my little brother, it's brothers like that we need on the streets. We need brothers like football on the streets, me on the streets, dudes like Kid Mac, Melly Mill, Neil, Marcellus Neil, Gangster Neil, even Brady, Rockhead Neil, numerous others. We need brothers like that on the streets, man, because the youth need us. What better expert at gang activity than a gang member? What better expert at gang activity but a gang member? If you ain't never gang bang, you can't be a gang banging expert, right? If you ain't never been through nothing, you can't be a mentor. I done been through the gut and back, man. I'm living my best life today. I'm living my best life today, man. I got 34 people up in here for 29 likes. Y'all tap up in here, man. I'm living my best life. You got any stories of Rockhead from Santana? Me and Rockhead was in Folsom together. You know, Rockhead ain't just my motherfucking home, but Conrad, that's my homeboy. I just seen Rockhead about 2 months ago. Me and my queen going out to eat breakfast, Rockhead at the same place. And wow, strange coincidence, he know the owner of the service spoon on Centinela. And me and the owner got to talking. And the company I used to work for, man, Cam Vision, where I learned how to paint houses, shit, late child and shit. We did that man house. He said, man, I know Aaron. He's like, you fuck with Aaron? I grabbed my phone. I'm like, yeah, man. Aaron Moore, man. And Aaron is a Raymond Crip. Aaron, younger than me, man. Me and Aaron had that relationship. I worked for this man company. You said, man, I'm your boss 8 to 5. 10 after 5, you back being the big homie. God placed that man Aaron in my life. Fingers, that's his name. Goldfingers, little Goldfingers, big Goldfingers, brother Aaron. Placed them brothers in my life and gave me a trade. Man, I had already knew how to do shit because I used to work with my grandfather in Louisiana, learn how to build houses. He gave me a trade that I fell in love with, man. I love painting houses. I do that on the side, right? I love painting houses, man. Love painting houses. Y'all look at my community chat, y'all see what I say. Oh, yeah. The tally for towards the goal is at 288. We're $212 down. Y'all got to get in there. Read the comments in my community chat that I put. Y'all got to donate to the cause of the Inner City Youth Fund. Sit down, I'm trying to create. February, March, me and Melly Mill just got through talking about it. You understand what I'm saying? This ain't a dream, this is reality. I'm on a mission to give back to my community and whoever's in my show that's real with it and love being black, that wants some form of black unification in our community. And we all responsible. We're all obligated to give back to our community because we fucked up our community. Our community didn't fuck us up. So when I'm saying that, I want y'all to understand this too. You're not a product in your environment. Your environment is a product of you. If you played a role in destroying your community, because your community didn't just destroy you, you destroyed the community. You're not a product of your environment. Your environment is a product of you. We fucked up our neighborhoods. We created the drive-bys that wanting to kill each other. We didn't create drive-bys per se. You understand what I'm saying? We the ones took this shit overboard, tripping on each other behind the cover of motherfucking rag. You understand what I'm saying? And speaking on that, ain't it a trip, man? And I said this last night on my live. How motherfuckers is hell of a killers on the streets. But they get to the penitentiary and scared to pick a motherfucking knife up. Talking about they want to fade. If you bring the fade to the streets, the gang violence go down. So why wouldn't you want to have violence on the streets but go to prison and say, "Oh, I'll take that fade, I take that fade head up." But on the streets, you want a gun in your head and want to kill another brother. You want to kill another black man. But you go to prison and say, "Man, my only enemy is another brother." You got essays that beefing with your hood, essays that can kill your homies. You never ask them for a fade because you can't. It's politics say you can't go at them, but you don't respect the structure of black shit, of cryptism, of bloodism, because you want to fade with your motherfucking enemy. Instead of picking a knife up and saying, "Let me eliminate my enemy," because you come to the streets and want to pick a gun up and kill a brother. But you get to the penitentiary and don't want a knife. If you want to fight in the pen after getting 10, 15, 12 years, even life, why are you so afraid to pick up that knife in prison, but you get back to the motherfucking streets and want to put a gun in your hand and kill another brother? So who's the coward, y'all? It's coming from a non-active gang member. Who's the coward? You picking up a gun out here shooting your brother, but you go to the penitentiary and don't want to do no physical harm to him. You just want to fight him. You just want to fight him. Hit them likes, man. I got 39 people in here and just 33 likes. Come on, man. Listen to me. Watch this, man. Why would you want to shoot another brother on the streets? But you go to prison and want to fight another brother. Say you accept the fate. But you get to the streets and pick up a gun and want to shoot him. No, man. If you're willing to see your enemy in the pen and ain't gonna pick that weapon up, shoot another brother on the streets. Then get in the penitentiary, the LA County Jail, the penitentiary, and suddenly you don't want to make a knife. You want to fade. But run straight back to the streets and pick that pistol up and kill your brother. Is that a coward act or is that a soldier act? That's a question for the audience today. Is that a coward act or is that a soldier act? What my frontliners at up in here, man? I got 36 likes and 36 people in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. Alicia, how you doing? You understand what I'm saying? Listen to me, man. I'm not here to discredit no gang members. I'm a non-active gang member. I would get active. And I'm going to keep this 100. I'll get active, man, if the wrong person was to lose their life from my neighborhood and it didn't warrant death. If a motherfucker pulled up on my homie, on some drive-by shit and something was to happen, I might come up out of retirement. I pray every day that never happened. I pray every day God give me the strength to keep seeing positive shit in my life. I pray every day that I don't lose my job. Because if I allow myself to get caught back up in the streets, I ain't going to work. You feel me? I'm doing good. OG Bam, yesterday was my birthday. Happy birthday, Alicia. Happy birthday. Listen to me, man. We got to learn to separate the real from the fake. It's easy being who you are. It's harder trying to be somebody else. And when you're trying to be something you're not, you're being fake. And it's transparent. Somebody can see through that shit. It's like melting a plastic cup. Watch this, man. Ain't nothing wrong with loving yourself, respecting yourself, and having some form of integrity about yourself. Stop compromising your integrity to impress somebody else. Stand up on your faith and your morals and your beliefs. Don't let nobody make you alter who the fuck you are to make them better. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to be selfish in your own love. Just be selfish to yourself and say, "Man, I ain't gonna allow you to get me caught up." You got to separate yourself from the bullshit and put yourself around real shit. Separate yourself from losers and start hanging with winners. Winners don't get each other in trouble. Losers do. They don't care about being in prison. They don't care if they lose their girl. They don't care if they're in their kids' life. That's losers. It's all about being a winner today. And I ain't talking about financially. It's about feeling good about yourself, loving yourself. That's what being a winner is to me, man. Being responsible, being a positive role model. I'm not gonna be on here emulating Charleston White. I don't know how to belittle the black community. because I'm from the black community. I don't know how to belittle a black man. I'm a black man. I'm not going to belittle nothing that I represent or love. I love me. I love being a black man, and I love my black community. So I'm not here to belittle it. I'm here to enlighten you to the solution towards the problem we have. That's what I'm here to do. But I'm not here with that other bullshit, man. Y'all don't, some of my frontliners don't like me confronting trolls. Hey, if I don't, that ain't bam. Do I welcome trolls in here? Hell no, man. Everybody know trolls is cowards. Watch this, man. My mama told me this a long time ago. When you're doing good, it's 100 motherfuckers gonna try to bring you down. So I know what the trolls trying to do. They go to sleep thinking they can beat me. They waking up, that's their wildest dream, is to become a Bam or a Kev Mac or a Melly Mill. No, I'm here to tell you it's only one Bam. You can't beat me. You got to be yourself. You understand what I'm saying? We got to stop listening to people like Charleston White, American Buster, aka American Cholo. We got to stop listening to dudes like Gunner and them. Listen to me, man. Snoopy Mac. These dudes throw lugs at the black community. They throw lugs at the black men. They try to belittle us every chance they get. But you know who they really be talking about? They talking about their motherfucking self. Oh yeah, watch this. I ain't never thought brothers that was on the PC yard got a platform. Blade, there you go. How you doing? Yeah, I ran across one. And he had raised a big old battle of wits with me. You understand what I'm saying? He's talking this and talking that, talking about I wasn't on the PC yard. Hey, watch this, man. I don't give a fuck what kind of life you live, but live your life, right? And while living it, represent it to the fullest. Don't play with it, be about it. So with that said, man, I need y'all, man. We $212 short from the goal. Y'all hit that cash app, man. $ OG Bam 131, man. Let's reach this goal. And I can't reach it by myself. I need the people in these chats with me. Find it in your heart to give back to the community, man. This is worthy cause. Read the motherfucking post I put. Please read the post that I put out.